Sometimes it takes directors a while to figure out how to make a certain type of movie. The concert film is one of those movies. Originally, types of movie, I should say. Originally, concert films have just been, well, concert films. Here's the concert, here are the songs they sing, here's what it looked like. It's kind of a live show. And they've kind of recently taken the turn to become more documentaries, which I love because it tells us a story about the performer. The Bieber documentary or concert film, Never Say Never, is great, and I love that movie. And so I went with interest in seeing Katy Perry's new one, which is in 3D as well. I have a comment on that. I'm going to hold it for just a second. But it follows Katy Perry as she goes on her biggest tour yet after her, songs have broken big time and she's now a superstar. And it follows her not only on stage, but what happens off stage with her relationship with Russell Brand and different things like that, and gives us really a close, intimate look at kind of her year that she went through during that time. Back to the 3D, because this leads into talking about the quality of this movie, which is what we'll do first. The 3D in this movie is unnecessary. Now, when it kicks in, it's all right. It's cool to kind of see the concert scenes in 3D. 90% of this movie is in 2D when you go see the 3D film. And I took my glasses off for most of this movie, and then when a concert scene would come back on, I'd put them back on and watch it in 3D. And I just thought, if you're going to make a 3D movie, make a 3D movie. Invest the money to change the effects and do different things and put it in 3D. I don't know. It's definitely not worth the extra bucks for the 10 to 20 minutes of 3D footage that you're going to get in this film. It's not worth it to me. And overall, the movie does kind of have that kind of feel. Like you just could have put a little bit more effort in the quality of this movie, it might have been a little bit better. Now, the story it tells is really engaging, especially the stuff about the turmoil that she was going through with her relationship with Russell Brand, and kind of seeing her progress from just this bubbly person to kind of this shell of a wife who doesn't know, who's just realizing her marriage isn't going to last and is destroyed, and to have to go on and do a concert. There's this moment where she's just been crying and she has to get on the elevator to raise up and to go on stage, and she's just down and the guy's waiting for her signal, and then and she puts on the smile and gives the thumbs up and goes up to do her show, and oh, my heart broke for her in that moment. I know that feeling. At doing a radio show, there are some days you just don't feel good, or stuff's going on in real life, but you want to put on a good show and you need to put on a smile and a good face, and I really identified with her in that moment in a lot of ways. And overall identified with her as well. I think it really is a good look into her life. If you're a Katy Perry fan, you're already going to see this. If not, I don't know that I'd recommend it, especially in 3D, and maybe even at the theater. Maybe if you want to rent it and kind of take a look at, at it as more of a documentary, there are some of those things that you might find interesting, but you don't need to spend a lot of money on it. One more thing I will mention about Katy Perry is her Christian background, which again spoke to me as well as a person of faith and my own Christian background, and kind of how she's adapted that to her worldview and to where she is now. That was some interesting stuff as well. And she talks about God and her belief in God in this movie, and we meet her parents, who are ministers in the Pentecostal church, was slain in the Spirit and the whole deal, and how they think about her career. That kind of stuff was really interesting to me. And then to hear her songs that she chose for her album, with songs like I Kissed a Girl, and there's a song in this movie that I never heard from Katy Perry. I don't think it's one of her biggest hits, but it's Let Me See Your Peacock, and that's exactly what you think it is. And it's just like, really? This is the song you're singing and all these preteen girls are singing along with you? That one icked me out a little bit. But overall, interesting movie, but one you may want to wait to see.